Hi everyone, it's me, Darlene. I am going to sit here and do an impromptu quilt block, a stained glass quilt block, or mosaic, but I've already done videos using the word mosaic, so I want to use stained glass this time. I do have some mosaic, I think 3 or 4 quilt blocks. I will link to those down below. I think there's a playlist. This one will be in that playlist too. And I have no plan at all. You can see I just have fabric, and I have some black strips that I cut 1 inch. I kind of would have liked narrower, but I'm going with 1 inch. To make it look stained glass, you either want solids or mottled will work. That's what I have. Kind of blotchy, you know, jewel tones. You can do prints, small prints that almost read like a solid, like tone on tone, or very tiny flowers or something. You can use, obviously, anything you want. But if you're trying to get that stained glass look, then you want some kind of jeweled tone things. Batik would be very good. And I'm going with this stuff. Here's how I'm going to do this. I'm going to think of like making 4 little squares, and those 4 squares will be put together to make our final block. The first little square I'm going to make is going to be very basic. I'm going to do like a 4-patch, but the pieces can be any size. They don't have to match. They can be wonky. And let's just show you what I mean. And again, I don't have any plan. Hopefully I'll be able to show you just how easy this is, or it could be a hot mess. We just don't know yet. So I'm going to just cut a piece here at an angle. Let's get a different color. And I don't have very many colors to work with, and I don't care if there's the same color in a block at all. I'm just going with a basic 4-patch, so I'm trying to keep them 4-sided. And what else can I use? Let's do this dark pink. And maybe let's just make this guy kind of shorter. So you can see they're wonky cuts. This guy's a little taller than this one. Now I'm just going to put those together as a 4-patch. So let's take, move these guys. Let's take these 2. Well, let me just take 1, and I'm going to put some black on one edge. Normally I would do a lot of chain piecing, but since I'm making just 1 block, I'm going to just work on the 1 block. Now, I'm always going to put my seam to the black because it's going to make that be a little bit raised, because the seams will be going in the center here, and they'll almost meet up. Your strips don't have to be even, and they don't have to be straight, the black. In fact, it's better if they're not, because then it looks like, you know, like something handmade, and it looks more like actual stained glass. And if you cut them 1 inch, that doesn't mean you're committed to that. Like when I lay this down, I could lay it down a little bit further from the edge. I can make it a little bit crooked so that when we open it, the black will be, you know, uneven. Do whatever you want. Play with it. It's like crumb quilting, but like every piece is sashed. And again, I'm going to finger press and put that seam in the center. So you see how those just like lay on top of each other like that? The black is under there. Now let's join these 2 like this. Now I can trim these 2 and join those together. And I'm actually going to turn this one because I would like those black lines to not be like so centered. Yeah, I'm going to turn it. I don't care that the pink and the dark pink are going to be near each other. So I'm going to trim on my, well, I can do that by hand. Just going to trim that right there. Trim this guy right here. That was easy. And I'm going to put sashing between those two guys. I'll go press it. This is what we have. It's super cute. It will look super cuter when it's joined. So this is one little block. You could make 4 of these. You could straighten out whatever edges you want and take 4 of these and create a 4 patch. And that would be your block. You could square it up to whatever size. You'd be done. But I'm going to try 4 blocks a little bit different from each other, just to give the overall block a scrappier look. So this is a 4 patch. Now let's try one with using just 3 pieces. So let's see if I can grab something like this. And I'm kind of going to use this as a guide because I want my 4 to be somewhat the same size. They don't have to be, but that's what I'm going to do. So instead of a 4 patch, I'm going to go with a 3 patch. So this one is going to have one strip like this. And then let's say, let's do a piece of this maroon. Maybe a taller like this. And let's just put a little bit of color up there. How about some blue? Like that. That'll be cool. So I'm going to start by sewing these 2 together. Now I'm going to put the sashing here, so let me just trim that. And now we're going to attach this guy. Let me press. And we have this. This is happening. Now let's try another one. What are we going to do this time? Let's try 5 pieces. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So I'm going to... Oh wait, I have an idea. Aha. Let's have something kind of tall and maybe narrow in the center. And let's put 4 pieces around it. So this is going to be the center of our block. I'll do it like this so you can see. Let's go with that there. And this could work there. Let's do a piece of blue. Let's do something like that. And then something bigger here. Let's go with that. And just trim a little bit of this off. Whoops. That was like a magic move. Okay, like that. I'm just going to turn it that way. I don't know why I want it to be that way, but I do. So I'm going to sew these 2 together like this. So I need some black right there. I also need some black on the bottom of this, so I'm going to go ahead and chain piece. I'm just going to lay it right here. Put that back where it belongs there. I know you can't really see. And then let's put this where it belongs here. Now I'm going to sew these 2 together. And now I'll be sewing these 2 together. So this is what I have so far. I'm going to do it this way. So let me just trim this a little bit. And again, you know, I can make it a little wonky if I want. I need to add the black there. And now I can attach that center strip. Looking good. And now I'm going to attach this Let me go press. I forgot the black. Look, we needed sashing here. Okay, picking stitches. Let's try this again. I don't mind picking stitches, some here and there. I just go like every 4 stitches or so and, you know, cut through those, and it goes pretty fast, especially if you put it in fast speed. Okay, now the black. Absolutely, we need the black. I can guarantee you, you will make this same mistake at some point, so get your seam ripper handy. That's so much better. Look at, you know I love that very narrow line in there. Now we can put this guy on. And the top and bottom do not have to match. Okay, ooh, I like-y. I'm gonna go press this one. We're adding this one to the mix. We need one more. How about we try this? Let's, you know, kind of try to get a piece about this big, but 3 pieces, and have them look a little bit more triangular. That would be kind of cool. So let me just take a piece, and maybe even a little wider. All right, I'm just looking here. I'm just trying to think. Don't pay too much attention. Thinking out loud. See, like a little triangle like that? Okay, so let's pick another color. Maybe like this. See? This is starting to look like something like that. Okay, let me lay these out. Let's work on just this for now. So I need black sashing between these guys. So let me take the blue one, and I'm going to put some sashing right here. How did we do this? Okay, I think it's going to go something like that. Does that make any sense at all? We're going to make it make sense. Okay, I'm going to... Or did it go like this? Oh my goodness, I don't remember now. I'm going to go ahead and put sashing on both sides of this blue. Now we're going to put this up there and this down here. I'm going to do it like that. This right there. Come on, come on. That's where I think I want it. Okay, let me just press this little piece. I'm actually going to want this to be the center. So I'm going to trim right here. So now we have a straight edge. And now we need to build. Well, that didn't get as wide as I thought it would. Let's just put 2 pieces on this side. How about we keep it simple, since we just worked really, really hard. Let's do this here. Maybe some of that lighter pink. Do I still have that somewhere? Do I have enough right here? Oh yes, more than enough. So I'm going to put some black between these 2 dudes. And we're joining there. It's going to go like that. And this one is a little long, so I can decide if I want it like more up here or more down here. But let's start by putting the black sashing on this straight edge right here. Ooh, that's interesting. And let's see. I'm going to go up a little bit. Let me go press it. And this is what we have with this guy. So we have our 4 pieces. And then all we need to do now is decide. Let me see. I probably could have done this a long time ago. Moved you back a little bit. We need to decide how we want to place them. It looks like I have two kind of bigger pieces and two maybe not so big pieces. I think I would want this part sticking in. I think this will work better because I'm going to have to make a straight edge at an angle here, and then I'll still have room to do enough trimming. Let me start with this guy. I'm going to just cut a straight line here. I'm going to add some black to that. Look, that yellow got smaller. That little yellow triangle. I like that. And now this is going to go here. So we have one side done. I could actually make this a little bit bigger. I think I am. I'm going to put another little strip like we did up here. This narrow strip here. I think I'm going to do that. And I'm going to go with the blue. Let's do the blue because I think I have a piece here. And I'm going to just put it on here wide like this because it's easier to sew when you start with bigger pieces. No, no, no. Did you see what I'm doing wrong? I need black on there first. Don't want to pick any more stitches today. Now I'm going to stick this blue on here. And I'm going to do my trick where I want the blue to be narrow, but I don't have to trim that yet because it'll be easier to sew the way I'm about to do it. I'm just going to, like, maybe that's wide enough. So I'm just going to flip it over right here and I'm just going to sew there. Now I can trim the blue. See how easy that was to sew that way? And I open it up. And my blue is narrow. Ooh, that's pretty. Now we're supposed to join this to this, right? Oh no, this way. Yeah. Maybe I want to turn this now. Maybe I want it this way. Ooh, I kind of like it that way. Okay, so I'm going to straighten out this edge. So many options. That's going to be pretty. Let me go press the two halves. Now I get to decide. I think I originally might have had this, but I think I like it better this way. I think the yellows are kind of spaced out. I really like this. Now all I have to do is even up these edges. Let's start with this one. And you certainly can do this step on your cutting mat. And then this edge. And we know we need the black. And now we are attaching here. We're almost done. Look so far. Let me go press this and then I'm going to trim it. I don't know what it will trim to. I will let you know. I just love it so much. I'll take a few pictures at the end. I was able to trim this to 7 inches. It's just so, oh, I just love it so much. Now we do have to kind of plan so that we have enough on the edges to trim. I just barely made it. Like, look at how narrow this yellow is. Realistically, if I'm joining to another block, and when you join, you need to sash again. You need to add your black and then join. You know, this would get lost. So it's good to make sure you have bigger pieces around the edges, and bigger than you actually need, so then you can move your rulers and decide which way, where's the best place to cut. But I just think it's a really cool block. I like it a lot. I hope you do too. I hope you learned something. I hope you give it a try. And I hope you subscribe. Thank you so much for watching. I'll be back with more soon. Bye!